Hello and welcome to Allstate Roadside's 2023 Silverado EV Road Service Guide. Access to the battery and the 12-volt boost points. Manual e-trunk release loop is located on the driver's side above the brake pedal. To release the e-trunk, pull the loop 2 times. 12-volt boost points are located on the passenger side e-trunk. To access the battery under the hood, remove the left cover. Slide the orange cover to access the positive connection. The ground lug is located on the frame. Attach the positive first, then attach the negative cable. Allow sufficient time for the 12-volt system to wake up, then remove the cables, negative first, then the positive cable. Towing the Silverado EV. Manufacturer recommends medium-duty flatbed for transporting the Silverado EV. Always chock wheels while in neutral, and engage the seatbelt to prevent the Silverado EV from shifting back into park. Move the selector to neutral. For a front attachment, use the tow pin. It's a counterclockwise thread, and the receiver is located on the passenger side frame rail. For a rear attachment, utilize the factory installed trailer hitch. An 8-point tie down is recommended. Please note that the Silverado EV functions in full-time all-wheel drive during transport. The Silverado EV shifts from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive and all-wheel drive automatically. Caution: do not use underbody or suspension components for securing the Silverado EV for transport. For towing with no power. If the Silverado EV has no power, the emergency parking brake, or EPB, will be engaged. Perform a 12-volt boost and attempt to gain neutral and release the EPB. If unable to release the EPB or gain neutral, use tire skates under all 4 tires to prevent damage while loading and unloading. Caution: dragging Silverado EV without skates will cause damage not covered by the vehicle warranty. If the Silverado EV is inaccessible by flatbed, use a wheel lift and dollies to move to an accessible area, then transfer to a medium-duty flatbed for delivery. The Silverado EV has a valet key that can be used to access the vehicle's cabin. The valet key is located inside the key fob. Press the button on the side of the key fob to release the key blade. The key fob can be locked in the Silverado EV and might require lockout service. Please be sure to carefully document any pre-existing damage and use professional lockout tools that have adequate paint protection coverings. In the event that the charge cord is locked in the vehicle, there is an emergency manual charge cord release. The manual charge release is located in the driver's side rear wheel well. Just pull the cable to release the charging nozzle. The Silverado EV is equipped with a spare tire. The spare tire is located under the bed. Lower the spare tire using the 2 access slots at the inside edge of the bed. Be sure to use the 4 specific jack points located between the frame rail and the battery cage.
So the park button is right here. This is what button that activates to go into park mode. To put the vehicle into neutral, you pull the shift or the lever towards you for about a second, and then you'll see the red light illuminate for neutral. Go back to park. Should you want to go into drive, you'll pull the shifter forward or pull down. You'll get to drive here. You'll get the red button illuminate there. We'll go back to park. Same thing to go to reverse, but we're going to press forward, pull forward, and go up into reverse, and then back to park.
As a reminder, caution: do not use underbody or suspension components for securing the Silverado EV for transport. Caution: dragging the Silverado EV without skates will cause damage not covered by the vehicle warranty. Warning: never lift this Silverado EV with a floor jack under the battery or under the skid plate. Let's take a look at the Silverado EV dimensions. This vehicle is 19 foot 4 inches long, 6 foot 8 inches wide, 6 foot 6 inches tall. The Silverado EV has a front ground clearance of 8.5 inches and a rear ground clearance of 11.5 inches. The Silverado EV weighs approximately 8,500 pounds. A medium-duty flatbed is required to transport the Silverado EV. Thanks, and be safe out there.